Hello, I'm Ms. Christine Chu, and I'd like to welcome you to my sculpture class. I'll start by sharing a little bit about myself. I grew up in the Vallejo community and I graduated from Vallejo High School. I served in the United States Air Force from 1995 to 1999. I was an aircrew life support journeyman and technician. I hold a studio art degree from UC Davis, and I've been a fine arts teacher here in Benicia Unified, both at Liberty High School and then transitioning over to Benicia High School. I've been in the district for the last 12 years. I currently teach both sculpture and ceramics classes. I'm excited to be back to full in-person instruction and in the actual studio classroom setting. This transition is both pivotal and an acclamation for all students, as many of our students have been returning and/or are on campus for the first time this year. In the event that we are to return to distance learning during this school year, announcements will be made and communicated in a timely manner. Your patience with this and understanding of the situation is greatly appreciated. A little bit about the sculpture class. This class incorporates the background knowledge of sculptors, their artwork, and sculpture movements. This is for students to be able to reflect on what they are seeing in artwork and how to refer to its characteristics. In this course, students will read about, write about, and view supplemental videos, demonstrations about sculptural artwork, and they will be making artwork. The hands-on component regarding students' practice of construction techniques are carving, modeling, construction, assemblage, and styles within the sculptural art using a variety of materials. They will create three-dimensional artwork while exploring concepts for self-expression. Students will get knowledge and experience with basic sculptural methods. Projects will be influenced by historical art, contemporary art, and diverse cultural art forms. Students will be responsible for familiarizing themselves with terminology, materials, and tools associated with particular projects. This is both a virtual learning and project-based course. However, students will be asked to write critiques, evaluate famous artwork, and evaluate themselves through writing components. They will also be required to demonstrate their ability to create three-dimensional artwork. Some of the projects that we'll be doing this year are the animal paper mache project, which I'm very excited about. We do this early in the year. And a little bit later in the year, we'll be working on shadow boxes, using shoe boxes, but creating a particular environment, a miniature environment at that. A couple things about classroom behavior and rules. Academic dishonesty will be reported to an administrator as a referral, and a contact will be made to parents or guardians to notify them of what has occurred. Students will receive no credit and 0 points for that assignment. Other important information to keep in mind is email communication. Students and teachers are both expected to respond to emails within 48 hours during school days in order to facilitate the best communication for learning. If a student is ill or otherwise absent for a school day, their parent or guardian should still call the Benicia High School office attendance line to report their student absence. If it is known that a student is absent or going to be absent from class on a given day, that should be reflected in ARIES, if applicable. And communication should be made by the student, parent, or guardian to find out what was missed. Attendance and participation is very, very important to this class, and attendance does count, and attendance will be taken for every class, every day in our ARIES system. ARIES will also be used to reflect grades. Otherwise, the expectation is that the Google Classroom will be our central method of communication for coursework, assignments, and other materials that will be maintained by the instructor. The full syllabus for the sculpture course is located in the Sculpture Google Classroom. It would be the first assignment. I do thank you very much for your understanding. And if there are any questions or concerns, you may contact me by email, cchu@benicia-unified.org. I look forward to a great semester with the students. Thank you so much for your attention.